I should have shaved. I look like a bum.
You look nice.
Thanks.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 100 of the Reasonable Doubt Podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Irip Seagriff.
And Jay Money.
100 episodes. That is
100 episodes.
over 100 hours of content delivered straight to your ears from your favorite boys. I know this is your favorite podcast. It's got to be.
Yeah, and we'll do another celebration at 104.
For 2 years.
2 years.
2 years of the pod. It doesn't
Podcast.
feel like 2 years.
No, it doesn't.
Our baby is in preschool. Our baby goes to kindergarten soon. How exciting is that?
It's huge.
Our baby is walking. Our baby is talking.
It's climbing the corporate ladder.
It is. Our baby is a closer.
Yes.
Our baby sells stocks on the market. I'm very proud of our baby.
Shall we, Scotch?
And we shall. The 1 year celebration Scotch, where we got really drunk on that live stream, is coming back out. That's a nice. Ooh. Thank you. I invite everyone else to pour a drink, especially if you're driving while you listen to this. And have a little toasty with us. Because, top it up a little more. Why not? It's a party. It's a birthday party almost.
There we go. That's quite a bit of Scotch.
That is quite a bit of Scotch, but we'll be sipping.
We're fine.
Cheers.
Cheers to 100 episodes.
To 100 episodes. I'm so happy.
I got a whoop strap.
What's a whoop strap?
I got a whoop strap for Christmas.
Just right into it. Okay, what's a whoop strap?
Oh, God. Went down like kerosene.
You know what would be really good in this? Some ginger ale.
Yeah, or some Drambuie.
Oh, don't
Turn into a rusty nail, boy.
That's a fucking phenomenal drink.
I love the rusty
I love
nail.
a rusty nail.
Yeah.
But 5 of them in one sitting is quite a bit.
Yeah, we've done it.
We've done it, I know, and I got silly. 5 rusty nails, in case you're wondering, is when I start singing in public.
Yeah, we started singing
Barrett's Privateers,
Yeah.
and some other songs I can't really remember.
some IRA songs.
Yeah, we were drinking some Irish fighting songs.
Drinking Irish fighting song?
Yeah. Oh, that's all they do, the Irish.
You said we were drinking Irish fighting
Oh, we were
songs.
drinking Irish fighting songs? I can't think
Are
of
you
the...
drunk after
Yeah, I
lunch,
know.
sir?
I can't even think of the Irish without thinking of alcoholism. Anyways.
Yeah.
I just want to start off real quick. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hopefully
Merry
you're
Christmas.
making...
Happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and
Kwanzaa
whatever the
and
fuck else you celebrate.
Whatever the pagans do, sacrifice a virgin, all that stuff.
That's what they do in Sweden, I think.
Well, lots of virgins up there.
Well, you know what kills me is guys are always like, Swedish women are so hot. Blah,
Oh,
blah,
yeah,
blah. It's
like
like, they're hot until they fucking talk and they're like,
Inga-dinga.
ding and dorgan, and I'm like, shut up. I'm like, if she opens her mouth, I'm like, yeah, I'm soft. If you could avoid speaking, that would be excellent.
I love when we talk about... like, you're so ugly. Like, we have any leg
a couple
to
of
stand
fucking
up.
Jeff Rosses
A
sitting in
couple
the
solid
studio.
5s. They're like looking at a Swedish 10 being like, her eyes are too far apart. She sounds funny.
Fucking, her eyes are further apart than Uma Thurman.
She does have crazy weird eyes.
She does, yeah, like a little alien, like Sid the Sloth. But she is still so pretty.
I know.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
weird.
it.
I do.
I like it when they got
it.
a little weird.
Yeah.
And they got like a wonky nose or something, but the
Yeah.
rest is perfect. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
Because I think if they're perfect all around, they just look like a magazine.
Yeah, and you're like, I can't be with that. All my friends are going to want to bang you.
Exactly. And they're much more handsome than I am.
Yeah, I'm friends with handsome degenerates.
Yeah, all my friends are hot dudes. I've set my life up this way.
Yeah, it's a tough life.
It's a tough life being in a crew of a bunch of hot guys.
Yeah, one of which has a perfect mullet.
I know, and the other ones are also sexy.
Yeah.
You know what it's like to walk down the street with your friends and get catcalled? No one knows what that's like but us.
No, I know.
Just, hey, sweet cheeks.
Yeah.
Why don't you smile more? It's like, because I'm having a bad day. Leave me alone.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, look, I'm not a piece of meat, okay?
Yeah, I have feelings.
Yeah.
I have thoughts. I went to college. You know what I mean? Anyway, I hope you're making good already, because this is day 3 of your New Year's resolution, so I hope you're keeping them.
Yeah, I was going dry January.
How's that going? It's day 2, and you're drinking Scotch.
Yeah, well,
okay, a celebration Scotch.
It's a celebration Scotch.
Doesn't count. God, it's good, though.
You have a problem. I know that burned. It's because you've been using that brown Listerine.
I've been using the brown Listerine, bro.
Can I tell you about the Whoop
Yes,
thing?
you can tell me about your swoop watch.
It's Whoop.
How do you spell it?
WHOOP.
Whoop. There it is.
Whoop. There it is. Whoop. There it is.
Anyway, there it is. My steps count.
Okay, no. So it monitors, like, I'll pull it up.
Is that what you're wearing right now?
Yeah, you gotta wear it 24/7.
It looks like a watch with no face.
So it monitors literally everything about you.
Okay.
Wow. Well, I opened my phone and...
Why are you watching Hitler speeches? Are you looking up inspiration
I
for the
was going to
pod?
send you one. I was going to send
Why would you think I like
Because
that?
I thought it was hilarious. I was like, I'll send this to him before we do this 100th episode.
We're just reclaiming the fatherland.
So
We are... The Reasonable Doubt podcast is reclaiming the fatherland.
It is.
For lonely men.
it is. So it knows all sorts of stuff about me.
Yeah?
Like it looks at my stress.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah, go through that. It knows.
Sleep performance, 49%.
Yeah, it's not great.
You gotta up that.
I know.
Stress monitor, low is...
No, that was a period of lowness. My stress monitor's been higher.
Calculating. At what time today? 6:45, you were really high stress. What were you doing at 6:45? 7 o'clock.
I don't know.
That was right before you came here, and then the second you got here, it went down to low stress.
Yeah, I think I was yelling at people in traffic. Yeah.
Well, that's nice. It's good for you to know these things.
Yeah.
Today you are having a more stressed than a normal day.
Yeah, it also like knows based on my heart rate, my breathing, my oxygen saturation, weight, height, everything.
Your recovery?
It's like, oh, like it told me I burned 3,000 calories today. Like 29, 27 or something. What?
Try to get more sleep. Your sleep today was 4.5 hours.
Dude, that's high. That's really high for me.
You slept from 2:15 to 7:30.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal, eh?
That's you only spent 5.5 hours in bed, though.
Yeah, well, because I was just tossing and turning. Couldn't get sleep because I bartended New Year's Eve the night before.
You need 10 hours of sleep tonight to make up for it.
It's not going to happen.
That's what it says you need to do. Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, it's in depth, though.
Make fun of me all the time because you say I treat my body like shit and I don't care about my health. You slept for 4.5 hours.
Okay, that being said, though, hold on. That being said, if you look at my health monitor,
yeah,
my respiratory rate, my oxygen saturation, my resting heart rate is like 66, which is quite
low.
good. That's good.
That's really low. We are not at all sponsored by this bracelet, man.
No, my
make that clear.
HRV's in a good range.
Isn't that a Honda car?
No, it's heart rate variability. So, like, it's response to my nervous system, I guess.
Good for you. Do you like it?
It says suggested bedtime now.
All right, I'm going to have to carry this one by myself. I bet you could fall asleep like that, though.
No.
If you just put your head down right now?
No, nighttime, I find it hard to fall asleep. I can fall asleep in the middle of the day, like, easy.
Yeah. I got home today.
Yeah?
I worked 8 to 5. It was really strange. 8 to 5 today. Got home, fucking laid down on the couch, asleep for an hour.
Yeah.
Immediately. It was awesome. And I woke up feeling fantastic.
This thing's crazy, though. It knows all sorts of stuff about me.
Yeah?
If I take a nap, it knows I'm taking a nap.
Yeah?
It knows how, and like tracks when I go into REM sleep, when I'm in deep sleep.
That's good.
Do you know you have heart rate spikes when you're in REM sleep?
No. Is it because REM sleep is when you're dreaming?
Yeah, it's like rapid eye movements. You're dreaming and like it feels like you're awake, but your body's paralyzed.
Yeah.
So like my REM sleep, like three nights ago, I'm pretty sure I had a nightmare because I kind of remember.
Yeah.
And my heart rate jumped to 138.
That's
while
stress.
I was fast asleep.
That is stress.
That's crazy, hey?
Do you think Brian like whispers things in your ears that get you stressed while you're sleeping?
They're coming for you.
They're coming for you.
Yeah.
I'm pregnant. You're like up like a fucking dart.
On a plane to Mexico.
Grabbing the backup passport. Cristiano
Grifanzo.
Grifanzo. Why are you Italian?
Because I was Italian, immigrated to Italy. Immigrated to Mexico. They're not going to believe that I'm Mexican.
That you're Mexican.
They'll believe I'm Italian. I'm loud.
Are you really Italian?
I'm loud. I talk in my hands all the time.
Checks out.
Yeah.
That's an Italian right there. He's eating pasta on the plane. He brought it.
He made it at home.
That's his Nona sauce. He knows.
Nona. I called our Italian friend.
Yeah.
Nona, her name.
Yeah. And how'd it go?
She was laughing her ass off.
Okay, good. I feel like that could have went either way. You're a master at those situations. Every single time you say something that I was like, this is a 50-50 shot of you getting hit. Every single time you pull it off.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking so jealous.
Why?
Because you say shit that no one else could get away with. And I think it's just because of your face.
The art of the comedian.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But you can say something. You'll say stuff and you don't mean it to be hurtful. But it could very easily be taken in a hurtful way.
Yeah.
Like that comment.
Yeah.
Where you're describing them as a grandmother.
Yeah, but it's not like that. It's an endearing, like...
Yeah, I know. You know this.
She's my Italian Nona. I look to her for sauce.
For sauce and support knitted things.
Yeah. And how to make better food.
Oh.
How do I make a tasty Italian food?
I'm just saying, I don't know how you do it.
And
they just look at you and you're like, that's really funny. It's like, I could have said that same thing. And I would have got my fucking throat ripped out.
It's because I have a huge smile when I say it and I'm laughing.
Yeah, I guess. You're never, like, not smiling. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's one of the things I really like.
Depressed.
Yeah, well, that's how it works, isn't it? No, you're a man. Shut the fuck up about it. Okay? No one fucking cares.
Don't have a New Year's resolution. Change nothing. Be a man.
Yeah, exactly. Why would I change nothing? Why would I change anything? I'm fucking crushing it right now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
My New Year's resolution is actually to get worse.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
It's not a good New Year's resolution.
Why not? I've been too nice.
You should try to get better.
My friends around me have had it too good for too long. I'm going to get mean.
That's not true.
No, that's not true. I test them every day.
You're grumpy.
I'm not.
Josh, you're very happy, but you get grumpy.
I do get grumpy.
And when you know who gets grumpy? The original Brian.
Yes, he does.
Oh, when he's on the line.
And you and I are the only two that can, like, bring him out of it.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'll watch other people try and I'm like, don't
do it.
Everyone's got that friend where, like, only one or two people know their, like, passwords or, like, the key phrases to bring him out of it.
Yeah.
Because I see other people go up and, like, try to be nice and they end up just getting in his way. And he's like, get the fuck out of my face. And I'm like, you shouldn't have tried.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do if you don't know how to calm this person down, leave him alone.
Yeah,
They'll figure it out.
What I do with him is I'll go in and he'll be pissy and I give him like a very clear and concise explanation. And he's like, and then walks away and I'm like, okay. And then I come back like 5 minutes later. He's had time to process that my explanation was reasonable. And he's like, all right. He's like, nah, man. But you gotta give him time. He's like a He's like a rabid
He's like
animal.
a mad dog.
Yeah, you gotta like let him fucking work it out a little bit. You know?
Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
I'm gonna get my sleep under control. I'm going for a sleep study on the 7th of April.
Can I come?
What?
To support you.
Like you're gonna sleep beside me?
No, I'll just watch. I'll just pull up a chair.
That's murderous.
Are you sleeping yet?
Sir, you have terrible sleep quality. Yeah, I wonder why.
Because I'm just like...
I'm so tired, but you sleep.
Just like watch videos on my phone really loud. Eat chips or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to... That's another big one. I'm trying to spend the less time on my phone. I have a phone addiction.
Mm-hmm.
I have a phone addiction.
So do I. It's bad.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that every single time you're bored, it's the first thing you do is you start
I just
scrolling?
unlock it and look.
I know, and it's like, I've caught myself.
What am I
Like, I'd be
looking at?
looking for a couple minutes, and I'm like, I'm not even pooping anymore.
You're just waiting.
I'm just sitting there
Yeah.
on my phone. And
You
for
know
what?
You know what I have now that's bad?
What?
If I'm pooping and I don't have my phone.
I know!
I can't poop properly. Like,
I-
I'm anxious and it, like, doesn't want to come out. I gotta, like, unlock my phone. I'm like,
Distract yourself and, like, surprise your butthole.
yeah.
Like, your butthole has to be like,
Like, whoa!
we're
Boom!
pooping!
Yeah, wow!
I know, I've, like, gone to poop and been like, oh, shit. Turn
on my
around,
phone. Yeah,
get
go
my
back.
phone, and I really gotta poop. Like,
Yeah.
I'm risking shitting myself.
And you're like, I gotta have my phone.
I gotta have my phone. I gotta watch stupid videos
I
on
know.
my phone about... Like, I don't even know... Like, half the videos I'm not even really that interested in.
Yeah.
It's just, like, dudes in the gym half the time.
Yeah. I know, it's
And
brutal.
they're like, what you really need to do is you need to supplement with this. I'm just watching it. Like, I know I'm never gonna retain this information.
No.
I don't need to know.
What's your New Year's resolution for the year?
I'm trying to get my eating and my drinking under control.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm actually want to just get my health under control.
Yeah, I think this is the year of my health.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we should take
I
it
eat
seriously.
when I'm bored,
Yeah.
which is a big problem for me.
I do too.
And I eat portions that are too big.
I do. I've started skipping meals,
Yeah.
and it does work to a degree,
Mm-hmm.
but then I'll like pig out on something that's terrible. Also, sugar. I actually kind of want to cut out sugar.
Yeah. Don't drink pop. Ever.
Yeah.
It's awful.
I don't drink that much pop. To be
No, me
honest.
neither, but I think to go from a little to nothing still makes...
Not even that. Like, I eat sweets. I have like a wicked sweet tooth.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
I wish I had a sweet tooth so that I could stop eating sweets, but I don't really care for sweets.
Yeah, so you're like, whatever.
It's like, oh, I just have to eat less, like, beef,
Food. Yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to eat less, like, beef and cheese and tortillas.
Dairy.
Yeah.
Avoiding dairy. Okay, so in that Whoop thing,
Mhm.
it asks you every day, to put in a journal entry of like, did you do this? Did you have caffeine? When
Yeah.
was the last caffeinated beverage? Blah, blah, blah. And I realized how much dairy I consume because
Yeah,
it
it's
asks you
everywhere.
if you have dairy.
'Cause
And
it's
it's
big
every
dairy.
day I check it and it's like, you should cut back
Big
your
dairy has
consumption.
convinced us that we need to eat cheese at every meal.
It's not good for you.
It's not.
Dairy's actually not good.
It's a lot of calories and it's a lot of fat.
Yeah, it's fine to have fat and stuff, but dairy and lactose specifically are horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I really want to get under control so I've been doing, because of this and because my sleep's poor, which I knew my sleep was poor and I wasn't sleeping enough. Before I got this. I knew
Yeah.
that was the thing. We've talked about
Anyone
this.
could have told you that.
Yeah. Anyone who knows me knows that I don't sleep enough.
Yes.
So I've been learning a lot about sleep habits and like chronotypes, which I don't necessarily agree with. I kind of think that people like... they say that people have chronotypes where like someone's a night owl, but people who are like shifted to later, where they wake up late and go to bed late,
Yeah.
the instances of depression are like 87% higher. Something
Well, that's
like that.
fine that you can live like that and that's how you live, but society isn't built that way.
So it's chicken or the egg, right?
Yeah.
Is it that your depression rates are higher because society is not geared towards those people, or is it that you're probably not inclined to be like that?
Yeah.
And you have to consider too how many people who work at night their circadian rhythm has to be shit. Like, circadian rhythm's a legitimate science.
No,
That's
it
like
is.
a founded factual science. And if you don't get up in the morning and get a good dose of sunlight to your eyes, no sunglasses, like actually getting bright morning sunlight in your eyes to start your day, and then periodically get sunlight throughout the day. And sunlight, like, to be clear for people, intensity is what corrects your circadian rhythm and what your body recognizes. A cloudy day when it's gray and cloudy outside is still brighter than a very well lit room with artificial light. The intensity is different. Any photographer will tell you, like, daylight is much, much, much stronger.
But how am I supposed to do this and play video games all the time?
See, that's the problem, right?
Because I'm just basking in my monitor's blue light.
Blue light before bed, too, is horrendous.
Oh, it's awful. And I go to sleep on my phone every night.
Do you?
Like, I look at my phone until I go to
bad.
sleep.
Don't
it's
do that.
awful, I know.
It gives you a bad quality of sleep, and it fucks with your circadian rhythm.
I know. I have lots of things that I'm trying to fix.
Their inner clock, I can't remember the name of this part of your brain, but there's a clock inside you, and it recognizes that there is... Most people's clock is about 24 hours, 30 minutes. 20 to 40, give or take.
Okay.
The reason it's so important to constantly be making sure you get sunlight in your eyes is that you're correcting that clock.
Okay.
And your circadian rhythm will be fine, and you'll sleep fine. You'll be okay as long as you do that. But if you don't, you can literally jet lag yourself.
Yeah.
You'll give yourself severe jet lag if you let it go. Like, you think 30 minutes, let's call it 20 minutes. Well, 5 days is an hour, you're off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or sorry, 3 days is an hour, you're off.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I don't know. Yeah.
So
maybe.
like 6 days a week, you're off 2 hours. Now your circadian clock's off 2 hours. Like, that's a substantial hit to the body.
Yeah.
And to your mental and physical health on top of that. Because your cortisol levels increase, like, all sorts of shit.
So obviously your eyes are very sensitive to light. That's what
Yeah.
they're designed to be. So you need sunlight there.
Yeah.
But there's also certain other parts of your body that are very sensitive to light. And is this why there are a lot of people that do the, like,
Perineum
butthole
sunning.
where they go up their ass?
No. Like, I'm...
Because that...
The science behind it's weak.
Because I can imagine, like, you can imagine a sunburn on any part of your body, right?
Yeah.
Your butthole sunburn has to be the worst one.
I don't think it takes the same way.
Okay.
But I also don't think that I don't think that it really... There's not... The science is not there the way it is for other things. We even know... Okay, so with people who are, like, image blind...
Mm-hmm.
If someone's image blind, so they're, like, legally blind and they can't see and they use a cane.
Yes.
We know that if we remove their eyes, they actually, like, lose their shit and their mental state goes to hell. And the reason...
Why would you do that to people?
They did it a long time ago because they thought, well, it's an infection risk was the idea, that it could be an infection risk if they have issues with their eyes because they can't see. And they would complain about pain in the eyes of dryness and stuff because they're, like, image blind.
Okay.
But the problem was that there's two different parts. There's rods and cones which adjust to light for optical vision, like image vision. There's other parts in your eyes. Like, I'm not a fucking scientist, but there's other parts in your eyes, and that is what picks up daylight intensity. And it is what directly communicates with your brain to tell you. It's constantly trying to figure out when it is in time.
Okay.
Your brain's always trying to figure out when it is in time to adjust your circadian rhythm.
Okay.
So that constant daylight introduction to the eyes gives your brain an idea of what time of day it is.
Okay.
That's why it's so important before you go to sleep to have low light, so that you're not falsely telling it daylight.
Right.
Because you want it to think that it's nighttime and it's time to go to bed.
Okay.
And then your brain will naturally start to shut down. Your brain cools, your head cools down, and you'll go to sleep.
Okay. So that maybe that'll be our joint New Year's resolution is better sleep.
Better
habits.
sleep. You'll be healthier just sleeping.
And then we should have fun New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
Like-
I want to skydive this year.
You want to skydive?
Yeah.
I want to learn how to do a kickflip.
You have a job where like you can't break stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a way to learn it that won't break things.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Pitch.
Pitch?
Give me the pitch.
Well, first I have to learn how to ride a skateboard because I've ridden a skateboard one time.
Oh yeah, you're not very good.
I did it once drunk.
With me.
Yeah, you were on my back. Or someone was on my
You
back.
weren't very good.
No. But I feel if I spent 20 minutes a day hard learning how to do a kickflip, I feel like I could do it in a month.
A month.
A month. A standing kickflip, not moving. Just there.
You'd have to learn to ollie first.
Yes. I feel like I could get that down in 2 weeks. 2 weeks for the ollie.
Have you
2
ever
weeks
been
for
into board sports?
No. Not once. This is why
I
I feel
think
like it
I
would
could
be big
learn
for
to
me.
kickflip in a month.
Yeah.
But I've also ridden boards my entire life.
Yes. But this is the thing. I don't want to be
It's a
like...
foreign feeling to people who have never done it.
This is...
Because there's a rolling platform under you.
This is the thing that I think is driving me to this. Because I'm feeling my age as I age.
Oh, okay.
And I've never ridden a skateboard in my life.
So you don't want to get...
And I don't want to give up
Is that
and
why
be
you have
like...
the hat on?
I thought you were going to mention the hat.
We're wearing matching hats.
I know. But I was wearing it first.
Okay.
But I don't want to admit that I've never ridden a skateboard, so it's over. And I'll never be able to do it because it's too late.
Our friend went through this.
He was
And
also
he
like
broke his ankle.
35.
He's not that old.
Okay, maybe he's not 35. He was like 30 at the time. I'm 26. I've got a head start. I feel like I could learn how to do a kickflip. And I feel like I would look pretty sick doing it.
Okay.
Would you help me?
Yep. You can
Okay.
use my skateboard.
Do you know how to kickflip?
Yeah.
Can you do a kickflip right now?
Probably not right now.
Okay, we can learn together.
Like, I'll pick it up again, though.
Have you done a kickflip?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I could do a kickflip.
Okay.
I'm
No, you're right. Yeah, lifetime of being comfortable boarding around.
okay. And don't
Versus
take
never
this the
having-
wrong way.
What?
I feel like I have more of a skateboarder's build.
Like, yeah, I suppose.
You have a big frame.
I'm a huge guy.
And the skateboards are all the same size.
It's not true. So
Every time, well, like
they're
give or
all
take.
different sizes.
Give or take,
They're
like
all-
they're the same.
They're all. You can get all different size skateboards for different size people.
Okay,
Yeah, my board's wider and longer.
would that help
my
with the
big ass
kickflip? I
feet.
think.
Yeah, it's easier.
See, there we go.
Although it'll spin slower, so you're gonna have to flick harder.
I could do that. I feel like I could learn how to kickflip. Other cool shit. Skydiving though. Why skydiving? I thought you were scared of heights.
I'm not scared of heights. I don't like balconies.
You went on a hot air balloon and freaked the fuck out a little bit.
That was different. I was different
Why is that different?
because I don't want to fucking die in a hot air balloon.
Why not? You could pretend like it's 1860.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Fuck that shit.
Did people ever use hot air balloons for like travel? Aside, like I know zeppelins, but
Yeah.
like a hot air balloon, like you look
People
at
tried, yeah.
people.
You can use them for travel.
Yeah, if the wind is working right that day.
Yeah, people
What a thing
did.
to live up to fate.
There's lots of people that still like hot air balloon hard.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah, and they fucking like try and go as fast as possible. They can go pretty quick.
Yeah, I bet. It's a big ass balloon in the sky.
Yeah, like
I bet the
it'll
wind could whip
book
that
its way
around.
along if you're light.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Really pulling that thing?
No, because that raises you up.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to go up where the air's thinner?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a hot air balloon pilot.
Well, I kind of thought you were.
Well, anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah, no, I just think it's something that's been on my bucket list for a long time, and I really want to do it.
Because your first few times you'll be with another person strapped to you, right?
Yeah.
Like they don't just let you jump out on your own right away.
No,
Because
you have to do like courses to not jump with someone. I just want to jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to jump.
With a guy attached to you?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That kind of be fun.
Yeah, it would be. We should do reasonable doubt jumping out of
Reasonable doubt jumping out. We should record a mini episode on the way down.
It's like minutes.
Just like... Yeah. Because what I hear, like, you know that feeling when you go down a roller coaster of your stomach, like, coming
That's
up?
the whole way.
No, it's not. Because that's the feeling of acceleration.
Oh, but once you're there...
But once you're at your terminal velocity, you're just falling.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fucking sick. I bet it feels freeing. I bet you, like, look at life differently after doing that.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It'd be a good time. I think we should do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Why not?
Because I'd shit myself halfway up.
Would you?
I'd be terrified up there. What are you talking about?
Why? What the fuck?
I would be so scared.
Why?
Death.
Really?
Yeah. And, like, not a fun... It wouldn't be a dignified death. That's not the way I want to go out.
Why? You're not going to die.
Yeah, I know, but the chance is there.
So there's a chance every time you get in a fucking car.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for reminding me. I think about it all
way
the time.
higher chance.
I know. It's the most dangerous thing we do.
Yeah.
I could get killed on the way to work every single day, but I don't think about it.
Huh.
Well, I have to go to work. I don't have to jump out of a plane. That works.
Like, it's like people who are scared of flight. Why?
I'm not scared of flight.
No?
No, because there's a professional there.
That's true.
There's a pro who does it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I trust him. I trust a pilot.
You ever piloted? You ever piloted anything?
No.
I used to be really into piloting.
What'd you pilot?
A Cessna 172.
Did you have
and
someone
I
else
had
there?
a glider's license to do gliders.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you fly the plane solo?
Hmm?
Really?
Yeah, I had a pilot with me to watch, but I
Like
was
from the
flying
ground or in the plane?
in the plane with me.
Oh, okay.
But I'm flying. He was just there to like make sure I was good.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I did a bunch of time doing that in Air Cadets.
How did it feel?
I loved it.
Yeah?
Flying's a wonderful time.
It felt freeing, I bet?
Yeah. Yeah, you're focused. It's nice. It's cathartic because you're very focused on what you're doing. It reminds me of my entire military career.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You had
it's
a
like
purpose.
you have a purpose
Of
and you're
not
very
crashing
focused.
this plane.
Yeah, you're very focused and you're doing your job.
Yeah, I feel like when you're flying, there's no, like, when you're driving and you just kind of, like, start thinking about other shit. But you still make it home because you've done that drive a million times.
Yeah, it's
I feel
not
like
the
in the
same
plane,
flying, no.
in the plane, you can't think about, like, prom.
No, you're like, yeah. Like, you know what? I should have done that different.
Why did I waste all that time?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I should have just had that shot of Jaeger at 15 years old.
I should have not drank that whole bottle of amaretto,
Yeah.
which I did
That's
at
brutal.
prom.
That's gross.
Yeah, it was fucking nasty.
Dude, I got tanked and then left at like 15 years. What are you, 15, 16 when you fucking...
When you go to prom, you're
Yeah, like-
17.
No, grade 8 prom? No, you're not. You're
Not
like
grade 8 prom, high school prom.
High school prom. Yeah, you're like, it's 16. So,
No.
17 maybe?
You graduate high school at
Okay,
17 or
fair
18.
enough. So I bartended a wedding in the middle of it.
Why?
A friend of mine asked me to bartend because I worked at a restaurant, even though I was like a fucking line cook at the time.
This guy knows about it.
Yeah, I was like, sure. And I bartended and I left prom in the middle of prom for like the daytime of my like middle day or like the second day in. I was there 2 more days after.
Wait, you had a 4-day prom?
Oh yeah, we rented a cottage in Grand Bend and just got fucked.
Oh, we
It was
just had
great.
like a prom.
Maybe it was
prom.
a 3-day prom.
Okay.
Yeah, we left the 4th day morning.
Okay.
But yeah, so I left and bartended this wedding, but I was shit faced the night before, and I woke up and they're like dragged me, put me in this truck, friends of mine, to take me back, and they get me there and feed me like coffee and fucking, it was like coffee and I think shots of fucking Kahlua and like creme de cacao in my coffee.
Oh.
Trying to get booze back into me to like stop
Wake
the
you up.
hangover. Yeah.
You don't need to be good. You need to be good for 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, no, it was like it was all day.
Oh.
And so they were like, just you can drink while you're bartending. That's fine. I was like, okay.
That's just bartending.
Yeah. So I did, and I bartended. Then when I left, they sent me back to prom with a bunch of leftover booze. So I went back with like 12 bottles of wine and
You're a hero.
3 cases of beer.
You're a hero.
Some fucking whiskey. Yeah, I show up and I'm like,
I'm gonna go lay now.
I jumped off the roof that night onto a picnic table.
Oh, I love
And-
a picnic table.
Yeah, it was terrible.
You don't go through those.
No,
You bounced off.
I just bounced and hurt a lot. And then my friend, we can say it. We've said his name, Dylan.
Yeah.
So we were playing beer pong, and there was like a balcony there at this cottage, and Dylan's drunk, and is like, I'm gonna slam dunk our fucking last shot, and like, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I turn around and he's already gone. I was like, where is he? And he comes jumping off of this balcony and belly flops and crushes the beer pong table and slams his little ball into a cup and destroys the table. He's like, rolls off the table. He's like, grab, help me up. Like, so me and our other buddy like pick him up, and he's like, holy fuck. And we're like, you okay? And he's like, woo! Like, just
it's funny how indestructible you are when you're 17.
17 and hammered.
I think that would actually kill me instantly. Like, I think I'd be like, I wouldn't even hit the table yet, and I'd be dead.
Oh, there's no way. There's no way I could do it now.
No. I threw a beer bottle at a cop at my prom, and I hit him in the chest.
What?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He chased after me, but we were in the woods. So we went to, like, a beach. All right. So we go to prom. Ours is a one-day prom.
Okay.
And we're looking to do the after prom party.
The after prom is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
The party at the cottage.
So this guy's like, I have a cottage near Grand Bend. Everyone come there. So we all show up. There's no cottage. It's an empty lot. And he's like, well, there's going to be a cottage. And I was like, yeah.
Bro, that's an important detail.
Yeah, not tonight. There isn't.
Yeah.
So we all set up like tents and shit. And it's
Where'd
like,
you get tents? You brought them?
we brought them because not everyone was
like
going to be able to sleep.
Yeah, okay.
So everyone brought tents. I bring a tent. And it's like a clearing surrounded by trees with like trails through it and stuff. And someone tipped the cops off. Maybe they saw all the party buses rolling through this sleepy little town on Lake Huron.
What town was it?
Port Franks, I believe.
Oh, like not Party Central.
Not Party
I was
Central.
in Grand Bend. So we walked around.
Yeah, okay.
And there was like fucking 15 other cottages with like girls from all different high schools.
Yeah.
From everywhere.
So we're in this clearing, and, like, cops have surrounded the clearing, but they're not, like, making arrests. They're making sure no one drives drunk,
Yeah.
right? And if people get especially stupid, then they'll come in and take them out.
Yeah.
But we're walking in the woods around this outside, and I've got, like, half a bottle of beer in my hand, and I'm walking, and I'm tanked. And all of a sudden, a cop, like, appears through the trees with his, like, vest on with the little light
Yeah.
that they have, and it's this bright light shining at me. Comes out and he's like, what's in that bottle? And I was like, fuck! Because it scared me so bad. And it hit, like, I swear to God, the bottom of the bottle hit him in the chest. Because I heard it, like, boom. And I'm like, ah! And I ran. And I heard him chasing me for a while. But I was like drunk nimble. You know, you're like, I'm like dipping and dodging through trees. I'm stepping, and any step could have broken my legs. But I'm not hitting a single root. Like, I'm fucking bouncing off trees, flying. And this guy's like a man.
Yeah.
I'm like a boy. And he's wearing all his shit, so he can't keep up with me. And then I just disappeared back into the crowd of people.
Dude,
And then that night, it rained, and I forgot to put the rain fly, over the top of my tent. So me and my girlfriend at the time wake up in the morning, like, in an inch of water.
Oh, my God.
Which, I don't know if you've been, like, prom drunk. That is, like, the first bad hangover of your life.
Yeah.
And it was, like, I'm wet. I was, like, soaking wet, like, skin pruned wet.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I almost got, like, fucking trench foot at my prom.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's brutal, dude.
I know. And then I had to, like, stand at the road and wait for my ride for, like, 3 hours.
Dude, I remember I was at a fucking bush party.
Yeah.
Remember going to bush
I
parties?
miss bush parties.
I know,
Running
me
from
too.
cops in the trees.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Exactly what you're talking about. Fucking, I had, like, I think I was stoned, and then I, like,
stoned when it was, like, cool.
Yeah,
to be
and
high.
I, like, got a little drunk. And the cops showed up, and I took off into the forest, and all the people, I talked to them, like, the next day at school, and they're like, dude, you were, like, they're like, you were unbelievably fucking smooth going through the trees.
I don't know what
like,
it
I
is.
was fucking, I was like, and just like, and gone. And they're like, well, Griff's out of here. Like,
I know.
I
And
guess
it's
he's
usually
not
the
getting
cops
caught.
that are just like, make sure no one's driving. Like,
Yeah.
is everyone okay? And you're like, ah!
And I was like, yo, it's gone.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. There was something about drinking at that age that was so fun. About waking up at 4 a.m. in a field.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh, man.
Or like 5:30 at first light. You like lift your head up. There's like 6 other people.
Oh.
You slept on like a corn husk.
Yeah.
There's like 6 other people scattered around.
Just laying on the ground.
Looks like a murder scene.
Yeah.
Vomit everywhere.
Dude, it's amazing. I fucking...
Because we never had like house parties like you would see in a movie.
We didn't have that, but we had an abandoned house. They've torn it down since and built a school there.
Kids can't have fun.
But there was an abandoned house in the woods right by the new development, kind of like by Hyde Park Road there.
Yeah.
And we used to go there. I'm not going to say her name. Anyway, she would always like get everyone to go out. And yeah,
What was she doing in there?
I don't fucking
You
I don't
know.
know.
We had a girl like that.
Yeah.
She's in jail now.
Yeah. So I remember the one party we go to this fucking like abandoned house. It's sketchy as fuck, and we're burning us slowly a hole in the deck. Just putting wood on the deck. Like,
I wonder
House
why they
Fire
tore it
Central.
down.
Yeah. And we're fucking... So we're like, okay, this is sweet, hanging out. And she invites this dude who's older than us substantially. And he shows up with a 22. And is like shooting cans and stuff. And I'm like, bro, this guy's drunk. Like, this is so dangerous. And he fucking like gets drunk and kind of like... And like...
Just sweeps everybody with it?
Lazes the crowd, like lazing on it. If you don't know what lazing is, like when you point a gun at people, right?
Yeah.
So he like lazes the crowd and... I fucking like drop.
Yeah.
And I'm with our other buddy Dwayne. And I'm like, get up. He turns his back to me and I get up and I'm like, boom, gone.
Yeah.
Like sprinting top speed. And I get a call from him 10 minutes later. He's like, what? Where the fuck did you go? I'm like, I am not getting shot in the woods in that creepy fucking house.
Also,
Get
like,
out of there.
I'm not getting shot with a 22 and dying because of it. Because
No.
my manhood would never...
No, that's so soft.
I mean, it's a bullet.
It's barely a bullet.
It would kill you, though.
It'd kill a rabbit.
Like, okay, if it hits you in the right spot.
Yeah, if
I don't
I
know why we're
shot
trying to
you,
be
like,
macho.
point blank
Like,
in the heart.
my skin is Kevlar.
Dude, if you shot me like here with a 22, I'd be like, ow, you motherfucker. And I'd be pissed and I'd punch you in the face. And then I'd go deal with the bullet. Like,
Okay, Rambo.
I'm just saying, it's not that much.
I ain't got time to bleed.
I don't got time to feel pain.
I'm a man. My skin stops bullets.
It does.
What?
It doesn't stop him. It would go through. It would hurt.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, it hurt a lot.
It would hurt a lot.
Bone would stop it, though.
I knew of a guy in my hometown who allegedly, well, I don't know if it's allegedly, he tried to kill himself with a 22.
Oh.
Awful business. It just went ping, 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 ping in his head. And it didn't kill him.
Just severe brain damage.
Yeah, combed him.
Yeah.
Awful way to go.
Brutal. That's
To
brutal.
to lighten
Way to
the mood
fucking
here, I'm sorry.
meow.
I'm sorry. Have you ever heard of the USS Stein?
No.
I believe it was a submarine in the U.S. Navy during World War II. And it is the only U.S. vessel to ever be sunk by giant squid. Right?
I'm sorry, what?
It got, the bottom of the sub got ripped off by a giant squid.
That was like, fuck you.
Yeah. They had, like, the crew
They're
survived.
vicious cocksuckers. Humboldt squid.
Humboldt squid? Yeah.
Yeah.
The crew survived because they were able to surface, but the submarine never made it because the damage was too intense.
I'd be terrified
but
getting
they
out of
saw
that sub.
tentacle scars and sucker marks bigger than any squid we have ever seen since. We have never seen a
The
squid.
Kraken.
The
That's where the
Kraken.
legend of the Kraken comes from.
Yes, there's like, you know how there's
giant
always
squid.
some like examples of animals that got way too fucking big, like Yao Ming Or like there's...
I wouldn't call Yao Ming an animal.
I would. Have you seen him?
Okay, fair.
There's always... Or there's that guy that was like 12 feet tall.
There was a whole race of people that were 12 feet tall.
Okay, I'm not doing the Giants.
It's real.
I'm not doing the Giants.
Did you see them come out with all the burials that have been coming out? Have you seen?
Are these Instagram posts?
No, they're not Instagram posts.
Are these Photoshop pictures?
No, actually, like, it's coming out that they're finding burial sites of multiple skeletons of humans that are 12 feet tall.
If we find solid proof of
Look
a
it
giant,
up.
I will
Look
personally suck
Look
your
it
dick.
up. Look it up.
I will personally suck your dick if I see...
Dude.
If I see solid proof of a giant.
Josh, you're
If
sucking
I see
my dick.
if I see something peer-reviewed...
You're
with,
dude,
like
in
if the
5 years, you're
Smithsonian-
sucking dick. 5 years when it comes full, like, they waited a while on the aliens. Maybe we'll be 50 when it happens. But one way or the other,
I'm getting
you're
a call.
sucking my dick.
Just like, oh, it's Christian.
Oh,
hello.
Hey.
I'm stroking my shit right now. Get over here.
Get over here, you're sucking my dick. Why? Because I have a peer-reviewed study.
Turn
in
on
front
the
of me.
news.
Yeah.
I like turn on the TV and drop the phone. No.
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 What's wrong, Dad? Daddy's got to go clean something up.
Your dad's got to go work some meat, son. I just want you to be a better man than I.
Don't ever make dumb promises.
I just want better for you than what happened to me.
Brutal.
In 50 years, you're sucking some dick.
I'm telling you, you'll see. Giants are real. That's
You're
the next
really
one.
fucking stuck on this one.
Giants are real.
And why would they hide them from us?
We don't know yet. I haven't figured that part of the conspiracy out.
Okay. They were on Epstein's flight logs.
No, we know that. I don't want to get into the Giants right now. I don't want
Anyways,
to do it.
I'm
It's a
just
little
saying
much.
that there's big versions of all these animals that just happen because
There's
of freaks of
mega,
nature.
yeah. Well, a megafauna existed, and it died off.
So
A
even if
lot
the
of it.
average giant squid wasn't this big, like one could happen.
Oh, there's lots. We know that things like megalodon existed.
Yep.
And we know that there's enormous sharks. There's enormous whales.
There was that sloth, that ground sloth that was fucking huge.
Yeah, there's tons of them. We had lions in North America. The American lion.
Mm.
And it was
know about
massive,
that.
way bigger than a fucking African lion.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All I'm saying is, if I had to die by some beast,
Yeah.
squid's got to be like one of the worst.
Oh, I would imagine it's horrible.
They have those cold eyes. You ever seen a
You wouldn't
squid?
see them. You'd get sucked right into a beak that would slowly tear you apart while you're drowning.
Ah.
Can you imagine that? And
No.
you're just getting like sucked everywhere, and it would hurt. No, because it grabs and it's like it had their little teeth in there. It hurts like
Yeah.
a motherfucker.
Yeah, I could see why sailors
You
were
ever
all...
been grabbed by an octopus?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, they're really fucking
They're
strong.
very strong.
And each of their tentacles has a brain. Did you know that?
Yeah, that's fucked, dude.
Yeah, squids are like... I know the alien thing, and I definitely believe in aliens, but I feel like squids could be like from another Earth.
Squid and
Or
octopus.
from another planet.
Squid, octopus, cuttlefish. Different Earth.
Yeah, like those things, there's nothing else like that on our planet.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like, there's some weird fucking animals around, but like you can generally see how they came to be. How the fuck did a squid come to be?
Yeah,
There's no organs.
That is different world. Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
I hate jellyfish. It's one of my biggest fears.
And half the time can't even see them.
I was never scared of jellyfish.
Mm-hmm.
Never. And then I went to Cuba and I got stung repeatedly by man-o-wars.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say repeatedly, I mean I was there for 10 days the first time, and I was stung like 8 or 9 times.
Did anyone have to pee on it?
No, but when I went in, I finally went into the nurse and I was like, look, because it leaves these like red bands, like thick red bands all over you where you touch it.
Yeah.
And she was like, you've been stung by man-o-wars. And I'm like, oh yeah, like what's the deal with that? And she's like, man-o-wars are like fucking Portuguese man-o-war is like super toxic. Like, you're a big boy. You're lucky that you've just been hammered and like that's apparently why you're not dying from it.
The man-o-war venom saw the Jameson in your blood?
I was like, fuck no. Yeah. I was like, I'm on vacation,
Get back here.
bitch.
Get back here, vile venom.
Come on over here and give me a fight. I'll poison him before you will.
Just Conor McGregor in your blood?
He exists in my blood. I bled into the fucking dirt one day and he came crawling out.
Like fucking Uruk-hai. Lord of the Rings. Just this little fucking fireball of a man.
He's like, God, we gotta
Hey,
get him."
but he's not very big, is he?
No, but he'd knock us the fuck out.
Well, yes. No, I'm not challenging Conor McGregor to a
You
fight.
challenging Conor McGregor on the podcast?
Yes, I am, actually.
No, dude, that's actually
You
so...
soft bitch.
Dude, he gets angry. He has a bad temper.
Yeah, I know. He beat the fuck out of that old guy in a bar. Do you remember
his
that?
bar that he bought the bar.
He bought the
after.
bar and banned him.
Yeah, I know.
What a piece of
Because
shit.
the guy said his whiskey was shit, and he was
It's
like,
not
"Get
good.
fucked."
The whiskey
I
sucks.
quite like Proper 12.
It's not as good as it should be.
It's not as good as Proper 12, or it's not as good as Jameson, but like it's still good Irish
Yeah, but
whiskey.
it's much more expensive than Jameson.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't
because it's
think
got
it
his
is.
name on it.
I think you're wrong.
Yeah?
I think you're wrong.
You like I've tried it once. You couldn't get me to drink that shit again.
Fuck off.
It's awful.
I can get you to drink sourpuss if you're drunk enough.
That doesn't count. That's not me. That's a different guy.
That's
That's
J
J Money.
Money.
J Money does anything and everything if like a matter of manhood is brought into it.
Proper 12 LCBO. Let's see.
How much is it?
Proper number 12.
Do you think Conor McGregor is going to fly to London, Ontario and attack me in public because I called him a soft bitch on the podcast?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Hold up. Oxford. All right, hold up.
Are you really like...
I'm determined here. I'm sorry.
Okay. Because you know how much a Jameson bottle costs at the LC. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So we can tell here.
It's $40 for a 2.6 at Proper 12.
That's like too much.
It's like $2 more.
Yeah, that's too much. Jameson's much better.
$2?
Jameson's much better.
I'm not even convinced. Jameson might have gone up. You
Yeah?
might be wrong.
What if they're the same price? It's still too much. Plus, like, I really don't like Conor McGregor.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so fucking wrong.
What do you mean?
42.45.
For Jameson? Then it's worth the extra $2.
Oh, get fucked!
No, it
It's
is.
decent whiskey.
Jameson's better.
Yeah, Jameson is better, but Proper 12 is a decent whiskey. Also, Jameson comes from like a lineage of weird rapey people.
Yeah, I read.
No,
I'm sorry.
wow.
I'm sorry. I'll cut that
Ah,
one.
jeez.
Okay. Jameson comes from a weird line. Everything that comes out of the British Isles, it comes from a weird line of rapey people. That's what they did over there.
Yeah,
what do you think Europe was like in 1600?
I
It was a
love-
bunch of 5'6" weirdos.
Is it Prince Andrew that was like,
I don't sweat.
I couldn't have raped that girl. She said I was sweating all over her, and I have a condition where I'm unable to sweat. And he's standing there shaking,
And he's sweating.
dripping sweat. It's like you raped a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if I was a royal, right, like pretty close to the queen's son, right, and they were like, you raped a kid, I'm going to interview about it, I'd be like, no.
Yeah, just say no.
Just say no.
Just
Who
say
the
no.
fuck cares?
Also, if you're a royal, let's be frank here. If you're a royal and you're out
You're-
doing horrible things, do them in private in Thailand.
Yeah, like
where you're
every
not gonna
other
get in
British
trouble
weirdo.
for it. Yeah, exactly.
They all go there for
Just
that.
kill them at the end. That's what happens over in Thailand.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you're...
It's fucking terrible. I'm joking. It's a comedy podcast.
But, like, if you're a royal, people are already looking at you like you do weird sex stuff.
Everyone assumes you're fucked.
Like, you could just, like, introduce me to a
You're
guy
a
I've never
weird
seen before.
inbred
and be like,
fucking lineage.
This is the Duke of Wintentershire.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that guy has weird sex.
Yeah, he does fucked up. Like
Like-
Armie Hammer, he comes
He,
from...
like, eats people, right?
he like beats the living shit out of his
I
girlfriends.
think he kept a piece of his girlfriend around his neck.
Oh yeah, he
in,
does.
like, a little-
He tries to eat him. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, he's
Also,
fucked.
how, like...
Kills me because he's so handsome.
And what a sick name. You're
Armie
like Armie
Hammer.
Hammer?
Well,
like
he
the
is,
baking soda?
Yeah, he is from that empire.
Yeah, I know.
He was the heir to that empire, was he not?
I think so.
He lives in like the Cayman Islands now, so he can't get.
So
deported.
yeah, you can do weird shit in there.
Yeah, he's fucked.
It's like all of our heroes. Armie Hammer,
Armie Hammer,
Prince
not
Andrew,
my hero.
Chet Hanks.
None of those people are my heroes.
Chet Hanks?
No.
It's a white boy summer? What are you talking about?
None of these people are heroes to me.
Why do they all fuck weird?
No, you know what it is? They're just too privileged. They can't.
They've never been told no.
Armie Hammer has literally never been told no.
Yeah.
He's far too privileged. Look at him. Mm-hmm. He's like one of the most handsome Aryan dudes you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
And
Aside from us.
he just asked to start being a movie star, and they're like, okay. And they start putting him in movies. You know?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. You're rich and very handsome. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, thank you.
You could produce this movie if you wanted to.
Yeah,
for
you
pocket
have enough
change.
money. Yeah.
And he'd be like, oh, yes, I will.
Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. What I would do if I was
Beat
into
my
weird
kids
shit.
if I was rich. I'd beat them.
I would leak a story about me liking to get like my balls punched or something.
Yeah, that way it like draws the attention.
It draws the attention to that. That makes mainstream success. I get made fun of for 2 weeks before the news cycle moves on. And then someone would be like, do you hear that Josh fucks weird? And they're like, yeah, I already heard. Whatever. Meanwhile, I'm doing something.
You ever think
insane.
about how fucked it is that like Armie Hammer had like a little blowout where it was like he was fucked?
Yeah.
But then like the other week I was watching just this past week I was watching a movie. Oh fuck, what was it?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does matter. With Henry Cavill?
Superman?
No, he
The Witcher?
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Oh, I heard that's good.
It's a really good movie, and I'm watching like, man, this movie's sick. I've seen it already, but the fiance hadn't, so we're watching it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this guy comes in, the Russian guy, and he's like this super handsome white dude. And I'm like, oh, wow, who is this? Oh, my God, that's Armie Hammer. I was like, that's fucking Armie Hammer. And so Brian looks him up and is like, oh, that's cool.
He does awful stuff.
No, she's like, that's cool. And there's nothing about it online. If you just look up Armie Hammer, that does not
Everyone knows about Armie Hammer.
That doesn't come up right away.
Eats
And I was
people.
like, he's a monster. He's a real monster.
Yeah, that's how it works. So Chris Brown like hospitalized Rihanna. If you look at the court documents for that, he beat the piss out of Rihanna.
It wasn't a punch, like he.
It wasn't a punch. He beat her hard, like broke bones in her face bad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like really, really bad. And she was trying to leave the car, and he would grab her and pull her back in and beat her harder. Right? Like, he beat the piss out of her.
He still
and then,
has a career.
2 summers later, it's like, Song of the Summer, Chris Brown! Like, everyone just forgot because he can dance good.
Yeah.
It's strange.
He's still on tour and shit.
That's why when people are like, aren't you scared of what you say on the podcast? Be like, no, I'm too talented. People will forget.
Dude, honestly...
I'm too handsome. I'm the Armie Hammer of the podcast world.
My call out to cancel culture, where I will say, like, fuck cancel culture, you soft pussies, is that you cycle through people too fast. You want to be a fucking social justice warrior and call people out for the shit things they do? How about when some douchebag like Armie Hammer beats and eats people, that you don't just let it roll off fucking...
Well, then, because when people do try to get them stop getting them roles and stuff, everyone goes, wow, you're going to cancel people? This is cancel culture.
I'm going to cancel a dude who eats and beats people.
Yeah.
Also, eats and beats has got to be the slogan for that.
Eats and beats?
Eats and beats. That's what he does. He literally, women were saying that he was like tying them up and keeping them hostage, and he'd come in and just beat the fuck out of them.
It's not funny.
It's like he'd come in and beat the fuck out of them and like fuck them and then be like, oh yeah, you're so into my sex, yeah. And he'd leave and they'd be like, he's a fucking monster. And he'd be like, oh, they're still into it. Oh, and then he'd let him go and they'd be like, I'm done. I'm never talking to you again. And he'd be like, why? I thought you loved it. Story, you should have told me, and then I would have known to stop. And they're like, my stop. Like, what? Like, he's fucked, dude. He's a monster.
I shouldn't be laughing at this, but your impression of Armie Hammer and then also Eats and Beats is fucking killing me.
Yeah. Eats and Beats, man.
Eats and Beats.
You want some more? You want some scotch?
I will finish this scotch and then...
Have some more?
Maybe.
It's episode 100. We're at an hour already. I think we should go over.
Yeah, let's roll. Let's keep it
It's
rolling.
episode 100.
It's episode 100.
Yeah.
Till the gas runs out, baby.
It's fucking... I just think it's brutal. I think it's brutal listening to the cancel culture bullshit that goes along.
What's worse, though? The cancel culture bullshit or these comedians who aren't funny make bad jokes? People go, you're not funny. I'm not listening to you anymore. And then they go on 19 podcasts and go, I'm being silenced. I'm being canceled. On the Joe Rogan Experience, the largest podcast in the world, being like, no one listens to my story.
I listened to a Joe Rogan podcast the other day with Derek from More Plates, More Dates. You know him? He's like actually a genius of physiology and stuff.
No.
He's like a biology nerd.
Okay.
Anyway, he's really, really informative. But they did quickly touch on it, and Joe Rogan kind of called it out and was like, yeah, I'm sick of these guys. Like, I'm not having them on my podcast anymore. Doing exactly that.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
That he was like, I hate seeing, he said, I think I maybe got this quote verbatim, but basically he was like, I hate seeing comics who are really good, really talented in Hollywood and in LA, and you see them in the Comedy Store, and then they start getting TV shows and they nerf their fucking material because they don't want to look bad and they don't want to like stir the pot too much, and their material takes a fucking nosedive off a cliff because they're just not edgy anymore.
Yeah.
And then they're not as funny because they're not exercising that joke the way they used to. And then they go, I'm being silenced. And he's like, you're not. You just nerfed your material and now you suck. Too bad. Like,
I think if a comedian makes a joke and people aren't laughing, it's not the audience's fault.
No.
It's your only job as a comedian to make people laugh. And if they're not laughing at your material, it's because your material isn't good. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
It's episode 100, Josh.
I gotta fucking edit. What are you doing to me?
It's episode 100.
It's episode. We're gonna get fucking tanked off this. That's like 3 shots.
We're fine.
We're fine. Oh my god, that's so much.
Cheers.
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 I'm sipping.
I'm sipping.
I'm still too
Another?
close.
You want another?
As I'm saying, I'm getting my drinking under control.
No, we haven't done a fucking like Joe Rogan bullshit podcast where we just have a drink and do a fucking hour and a half podcast. Like
That's
a couple
true.
of morons.
We should try and do an impression of the Joe Rogan Experience.
No, we
one
should
time.
not. We should.
Why not?
It's brutal.
We could do it like 3 hours of us just like watching YouTube
no.
videos. Like,
I know.
Could you play the solo from Freebird?
You know,
and then,
you know what kills me is the amount of just like, like I look at our podcast and I look at the Joe Rogan Experience, and when he doesn't like I'm gonna give the guy credit. I'm not bashing Joe Rogan because I love listening to JRE, and he has tons of actual experts in their field. I would say of probably almost everyone in the world, he converses with more fucking experts in a broader range of fields than probably anyone else in the world. Maybe Lex Friedman, like would compete with him. But you're talking about like Lex Friedman and Joe Rogan are two people who are probably better informed than like every politician in North America on like a vast array of issues. They have economists on all the time. Like the episodes you don't listen to, if you look, like, because there's a big ones where it's like, oh, this guy, and it's like Dr. Rhonda Patrick. Like, sure, she's very intelligent, and I like her episodes.
Yeah.
But he'll have people on, it's like, this journalist that is specialized in this bit of material their whole life, and that's what they talk about, and they're fucking geniuses in it. He's just sitting there absorbing information.
Have you noticed, though, in the Joe Rogan Experience, when he has smart people on, Joe Rogan is the smartest dumb guy I think I've ever seen.
He says he's dumb. He's like, oh, I'm just dumb. I'm just a dumb monkey. And it's like, he really is. He's very intelligent. He's dumb. He takes it dumb. I think it's a bit of an act.
There are
He's
some
quite
times
well
where
informed.
he's got people on that are like miles ahead of him, which is fine.
That's fine.
But then they're explaining stuff and they're dumbing it down for Joe,
Yeah.
right? And then there's like basic high school level knowledge needed.
But he
and,
doesn't.
And he is just like
He's
enthralled. If you look
No.
at him, they're like he'll be like talking to like Neil deGrasse Tyson and be like, but do we how do we know that the Earth orbits the sun? And Neil deGrasse Tyson will have to
It's not that
stop.
bad.
No,
It's
but
not
that's
that
a bit
bad.
of hyperbole. But yeah, it kind of is.
There is some stuff where it's like, how do you not know that? But he does say
But if
that
he-
he's
if-
like, I'm a fucking dumb guy.
If
Like, I
we're
don't
talking
know.
about like, I don't know, supplement powders, he fucking knows everything about it.
Biology, when it comes to biology,
No, I'm not saying biology.
No, when
I'm
it
talking about nootropics.
when it comes to biology, no, nootropics specifically refers to brain supplements. It's a terrible term because it insinuates that there's a supplement that increases brain function, which most of them are.
What was the one, like, Alpha Brain?
Alpha Brain's a decent supplement. It's a decent supplement. There's no caffeine in it. It's a good supplement.
I don't know. I'm leery of supplement pills.
Yeah, I know. You're weird as fuck. Mm-hmm. You're weird. We'll see when we're 70 and I'm still bench pressing, you know?
I'm bench pressing though. I'm throwing up fucking plates.
Okay,
I'm tossing iron.
You can't say
Yeah, I
that.
can't what? Why can't I say that?
Never mind.
I bet. Never mind. This
You
is
bet
something.
what?
This is something that's easily
you bet
testable.
what?
No, I'm not gonna
I
say.
bet I can bench more than you. That's what was gonna come
No,
out
I
of
wasn't
that.
gonna say more than you. I said I could bench a plate, maybe.
I thought you were gonna be like, I bet I can bench more than you. And I was gonna be like, I bet I can do almost all the exercises more because I'm a far larger person.
Yeah, okay. Brain exercises though.
I'm retarded.
You work
That's
out
fine.
at the gym. I work out at the library. That's nerd shit.
That's-
I'm joking.
That's false.
I don't go to the library either. I just like skim headlines.
I go.
On the
I've
internet.
gone to the library a little bit lately. Actually,
The library downtown is awesome.
I love it.
I love it there.
Yeah, I like going in. So last time I stumbled in there stoned, when I had a little bit of time to myself.
The library stone must be awesome.
It's a great time.
quiet.
I read a book on snakes.
That's the best part too. Is it's not like a bookstore where you have to
just
go in
read
and
a
buy a
book.
book and leave. You can just fucking vibe
Sit
in
down
there.
and read. Yeah, I literally went in and I picked up a book and it was like Snakes of North America, and I was like, huh. And I just started reading.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is very informative. The blue racer snake
Yeah.
is very small. He's like this big.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do my Joe Rogan.
He's like this big. Like
Wow, that's crazy.
6 to 8 inches, tiny little thing.
That's crazy.
And it exists.
How does he survive from
It
natural
exists
predators?
almost
at that size?
entirely on Peely Island.
Really?
The population basically only exists on.
How did they get there?
Shut
Because
the
snakes can't
fuck up.
swim.
Snakes can't swim, you fucking asshole.
Joe Rogan doesn't know that.
Yes, he does. You'd be shocked. I fucking
Okay.
putting a
Anyways,
kibosh. Stop. I'm a Joe Rogan fanboy. Don't do this.
It's our 100th episode. I'm not going to spend any more time talking about an inferior podcast.
Wow. Thank you. High five.
Yeah, don't get upset because it's also yours.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
the library, support your public library if you're listening though, because if libraries went away, they're never coming back.
No, I know.
If someone were to introduce the idea of a library right now, it would get called commie nonsense and kiboshed immediately.
it's bullshit. I do agree with that super like outlandish claim. It seems outlandish where it's like, if we introduce libraries today, they'd call it commie nonsense, so we can't fucking let them take it. But that's actually 100%.
That's 100% true. If they're
Yeah.
like, there's this building that everyone can like be in
It's
for
free.
free.
It's paid for by the government. Anyone
free.
can go there. They'd be like, the homeless would congregate there, and it's like, they do, yeah.
They do,
But it's
because
okay.
warm and it's nice.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine because
Homeless
it's a public
people are
service.
allowed to like survive.
They're allowed to be alive. Yeah, yeah,
It's like what they should do is go outside and die.
yeah, that dude, it's brutal.
I think a lot of people actually think that.
A lot of people think
but
that.
they won't say it because it's rude.
The problem is, okay, so I've decided this is airing. When's this air? Wednesday?
Tomorrow,
Yeah, tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Do I want to say this?
make up your decision because there's no time to go back and edit it now. It is getting edited and posted the second you walk out.
Okay. I'm probably gonna leave trades.
Yeah.
I don't I love a lot of things about the trades, but I need time away from it. I'm gonna do my
with
time
your
in
hands?
school. No, it's the people.
No, working with your hands is the nice part. Is
yeah,
what I mean.
yeah, I do. I miss the military.
Mm-hmm.
Like I cannot, in a way, I can't explain to anyone who hasn't been in it. I miss it. I fucking am sick of hearing. I'm sick of hearing naive bigotry on a regular basis, and it's like an echo chamber of justification.
Of all just the homophobic, racist.
Yes, and
shitheads.
it's like, I'm sorry, but no matter what I do, even if it's not, and I accept that it's probably not in my best interest for financial success in life. Mm-hmm. It's probably not.
It's best for your mind, though.
Yeah. So as far as financial success in my life, it's probably best that I stick with trades because I'm really good at them.
Yeah.
I'm really, really good at them. Super fast, super easy. I pick it up quick.
Yeah.
But the problem is that it's driving me insane. And whether I like it or not, I spent fucking the first 8 years of my working life in restaurants, surrounded by homosexuals and fucking non-white folk. Mm-hmm. And I have no actual issue with any of these people. So to hear it day in and day out drives me insane.
Yeah.
It literally drives me insane.
Yeah, because it's everything.
Because
I know the type of person.
Some of the people I care most about in this world, and people through my life who have had an enormous impact on me at like fundamentally as who I am, are non-white people and gay people.
Yeah.
Like my fucking sister's gay. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I don't love going to work every day hearing that. Like, it's fucking horrible.
Well, it's everything,
you know?
too. It's like if you swing a tool wrong, you're a queer. If you
yeah,
get
like I can't
if you get cream in your coffee instead of drinking it black, you're gay.
Yeah. Well, I drink black coffee, so that's not a problem.
Well, okay. You're super straight then, I guess.
No, it's just military.
Black coffee's better, by far.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Also, it's utilitarian.
Yeah, I know, because I don't have to buy milk.
You've seen me do fucking coffee. I put cold water in it. I make
cool
a
it
fresh
down.
coffee and I put cold water in it. Make it really strong, put cold water in and slam it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good dose
No,
of
I know what
caffeine.
you mean. Like, I grew up with those people. I know what it's like. And it's like, it's white guys who have never been around a brown person for more than 20 seconds in their entire life.
Yeah, it's like just because...
Speaking on it like they know.
They talk about it like they've met brown people. Yeah, great example. We're best friends. I'm not saying this. But my best friend of 25 years, like
I haven't
my...
known you though. I'm joking.
Dwayne, we're going to
Yes,
call him
Dwayne, yeah.
Like, he's
Not a white guy.
He's Indian, and like his family has been nothing but good to me my entire life.
Yeah.
I can't imagine feeling like some form of prejudice towards him because it's horrible. Like that makes me
the
really
shit
feel
slinging
bad.
from Canadians to Indians specifically,
It's
especially
horrendous.
lately, has been horrendous.
It's horrendous, and I get it. You think I'm not frustrated when I see the numbers of like what's happening and statistics going on as far as
It doesn't
homelessness
excuse
and
what they say, though.
No, it doesn't, because the reality is like, and I'm at fault. Like, I'll out myself on the fucking podcast. If you think that I don't get frustrated when I'm driving downtown, there's 15 fucking 20-year-old India boys driving Uber, getting in my way and just fucking up and not driving. And I don't start freaking out, being like, what the fuck is happening? Of course, there's an instantaneous moment of like, all these people are doing this thing, and they're all one person. They all look the same.
Yeah.
But I correct myself, and I'm like, that's wrong.
Well,
That's dumb, because it's not these people. Because if I was in the same fucking boat, I would have taken the same goddamn opportunity.
Well, the thing
same
is,
way
too, it's you've got your
everyone
monkey
does.
brain that immediately
Gets angry.
goes there.
I just get angry.
But it's the people that have the next level of consciousness that can correct that monkey brain and suppress it.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what?
There
I don't
are
hate...
dumb fucks that don't have the second layer of consciousness.
It's fucking
and it's
frustrating.
immediate.
It's frustrating.
They just say what they think right away.
Yeah, it's frustrating. And I get it. And I get that it's frustrating. And I get that there's a massive influx of Indian immigration. But, it's fucking frustrating. I understand. But then I sit there for half a second and think about it and go, oh, you know what? Actually, like, all the Indian friends I grew up with are probably, like, the fundamental support system that got me through my early portion of life. And I don't hate an entire nation of people because I get frustrated with the fact that there's a big influx of new people.
Yeah.
Because there's change. And that's what it really is.
It's change. And it's people that are feeling inadequate. And they see all this change. And it's like, you know, it wasn't like this 20 years ago. And they think everything was better then because they were younger. And there's nostalgia. And they immediately go back to that. That's the way it should be.
Well, that, and you have, too, that, like, you have this massive Indian immigration that is happening. And it's mass immigration. I'm acknowledging that.
Yeah.
But people are going, well, our economy is going to shit. Everything's going to shit. And they blame the Indians. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's not the fucking Indians that are ruining our economy. If anything, they're helping it because they're the only chance at growth in our economy we have.
Yeah.
They're the only shot we have because white people aren't breeding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only white people that are breeding are stupid white trash. So.
And us.
Booyah!
We
making podcast babies. Anyway, but
no, it's an easy scapegoat.
It's an easy scapegoat, and it's not their fault. You want to blame somebody? Blame your fucking government for not handling shit, or blame
yourself. Maybe
blame the last 30 governments that have created an 80% dependency on U.S. economy, and when the U.S. starts to fail, we go in the shitter. I'm sorry,
he's
but
cooking right now. Let him go.
No, it's true.
No, he's cooking. Let him
fucking,
go.
If you want to blame somebody, like, as much as I fucking hate Trudeau as much as the next guy, it's not him that's caused the last 40 years of enormous dependency on American economy, and now their economy's running into the fucking toilet, and we're going, what's happening? Well, what's happening is we've tied ourselves so closely to them, and we're not self-sufficient enough, and didn't have a population that was able to produce the economy that we needed to pull ourselves away from dependency from them. Mm-hmm. And now we're last second trying to compensate by pulling people in from the only place that's willing to give up people, which is India. Or, sorry, we can also take from China, but they're a legitimate security risk. So you pick. India doesn't hate us and want to kill us and bomb us and take over the country.
Well, now they kind of do.
Well, a little bit now. Yeah. But China has always wanted that.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm saying, and again, that's not like anti-Chinese immigration because I served with Chinese people. I served with people from all over the world who love this country and love being here. And I'm saying that I think that people need to take a fucking step back and instead of holding the person who's new and different accountable for the problems going on in our country, why don't you hold the fucking people who have been here for 30 years? What about the fucking GM workers that wanted $35 an hour with no fucking high school education, with full benefits and a pension that they could lean back on at $100,000 a year after they retired in the 80s?
I think it's more personal than that.
It's
I think it's
fucking
more personal.
bullshit.
I think a lot of people are upset with who they are, and it's much easier to externalize that because nobody, when they reach a certain age, nobody is happy with where they've gotten because when you're young, you think you're going to achieve all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's much more realistic that you're not really going to achieve all that stuff. Like, you're probably just going to have, like, a quiet life.
A normal life.
A quiet,
like
normal life, as most people do. And then they get angry at that. And they're like, well, what happened? And then it's, instead of looking within yourself and, like, what can I change? What can I do? You just get mad because it's always someone else's fault. Dude, you have to find an other.
I had that. I had a period of that. And, like, to plead...
Our midlife crisis, yes.
To plead to anyone who holds serious prejudice, to plead to you. I had that. And then I realized that it was stupid to be pissy about my conditions in life when the reality was both my parents are medical professionals. Mm-hmm. I was heavily inclined to do it, and I chose not to do well in school. Yeah, there was extenuating circumstance, of course, but I could have pushed through. I work 100 hours a week now. Yeah, I could have done it back then, and I didn't. And then life didn't turn out the way I fucking wanted it to, and then I bitched about it. And you know what it changed? Nothing. So I joined the military, and then I bitched about that because my life fell apart outside of my fucking control. And you know what the reality was? I probably should have stayed with a really good job to be an electrical engineer, you know? Like, you make mistakes, motherfucker. Learn and move on. I'm sick I'm sick of hearing
Sick
white
of the
people.
bitching.
I'm sick of
I'm
the
sick
bitching.
of the bitching.
I'm sick of the bitching. I work 100 hours a week anymore because I finished my last big project. But I work like 60 to 80 hours a week. Mm-hmm. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, cocksucker. Let's go.
You realize the pull yourself up by the bootstraps doesn't work.
I stand by it. I can pull myself up by. We'll go.
No. Like the actual. You can't pull yourself up.
I will go grab my boots right now, put them on, and I will pull myself up by my bootstraps. I'm telling you right now.
You can't do it.
I can.
It's a matter of physics.
I can.
It's a matter of...
I can fucking do it.
Christian's different. It doesn't work for anybody else but him. He's had 2 scotches in him, and he can actually defy the laws of physics. And he's ranting. It's good, though.
I'm serious. You don't think that?
We should move to something lighter, I feel.
No, fuck that.
No, fuck that.
What do you think about this? What do you think about what's going on in our country right now?
In our country right now?
It's episode 100.
It's episode 100.
It's episode 100, and Canadian content is getting heavily vetted. And we no longer have U.S. influence of content, or any other country for that matter, because the Canadian government wants them to pay to be able to broadcast to us. So you can't get Fox News on Instagram. Not that anyone ever wanted Fox News. But
yeah, I know. It's like won a loss. I can't see Tucker Carlson.
No, but it is sad that I can't look at the New York Times and shit.
Yeah, well, that's not our government's fault.
That is.
No, that's Instagram's fault for being lazy and cheap.
No.
It is.
No, that is our government. Our government said, you're going to pay to be able to broadcast here. And they said, the fuck we are. We're giving you content.
Yeah, but it has to be good content. There was also...
What's wrong with the New York Times? What's wrong with Wall Street? What's wrong with the Huffington Post?
There's also the Canadian government has guidelines on things that need to be fact-checked. Because there is a rampant problem with misinformation online.
Is fair. That's fair.
Which is, I understand. I love spreading misinformation. I do it all the time.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite things to do because I think it's funny. However, we are like a relatively small audience base. Right? Compared to like actual news outlets.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not going to call us news or else people can't watch us. But I think there is some responsibility that you have to have if you call yourself a news site to like accurately provide journalism. You know what I mean?
I think there's responsibility, but...
And there are big media companies that have been caught taking Russian money and money from awful organizations to push things that they know were false, like Tucker Carlson from Fox News.
Why can't we depend on the education of the people? Why can't we better educate our people so that they're able to decipher that information?
People are educated by the news. That's just how it is. I know it sucks, but that's how it is.
It ends up becoming a popularity contest in the news of like it's a pissing contest of who's the victim more.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why I'm an ardent defender of publicly funded news.
Fair enough.
Because it takes the competition aspect out, right? There was always the thing, like especially in the UK and stuff, you had sensationalist news that was always trying to get the story first, but you could always rely on the BBC to be accurate, timely news.
You know what's unfortunate that I have seen, and even a decline in the BBC, because I do still follow the BBC quite heavily.
Yes. It's probably the best news source in the world.
Worldwide.
Like Reuters and the BBC, probably.
Yeah. Reuters?
Yeah.
Reuters, really?
Yeah.
Send me that.
I will. I'll send you Reuters.
Yeah. I heavily listen to the BBC. One thing that I hate, and I have seen a decline with them, this is not a comment to a narrative that I have, to preface.
Okay.
It's not a comment to a narrative I have. It's nothing about the way I feel about any particular group. But I see so much footage of Palestinian and Israeli people like holding up dead babies and like stuff that's obviously pulling on heartstrings. And it's horrific.
Yeah.
It is horrific. There is still a horrendous, unjust invasion happening of Ukraine.
Yes.
And I have not seen or heard anything about it in months.
Yeah, because it's not news anymore.
Yeah, you know why? Because... I'm sorry, but those people, that's principled. There's something I love about people from that area of the world, and that is that they're principled in that they're like, I'm not going to hold up a baby. I don't need you to tell me what I'm doing is right. there are trenches. There's trench warfare in Ukraine.
Yeah.
And there are trenches full of middle-aged men fighting out a war against Russia, trying to fend them off of their country, asking for nothing from the media, bitching to nobody. They're there.
Asking for nothing from the media.
From the media?
Maybe.
Media.
The
I'm being
entirety
specific.
of the Western world is propping up Ukraine.
They are. And I understand that. But from the media, there's no heartstrings being pulled. You don't see shit. I
mean, there were, though, but it became old news.
Yeah. Except it's still going on. It's brutal.
Yeah, but it's
brutal. They're dropping something like 180 fucking artillery strikes a day.
Yeah.
Is what Russia's just bombing the living fuck out of these people.
What happened is
and
people
these
get
resilient
fatigued.
little bastards are outliving everything and continuing to fight. Oh, and Ukraine doesn't have conscription because they don't want to fucking sacrifice their youth for a war. So those trenches are full of guys who are 40 and 50 years old, who have families that are gone and have evacuated the country. And there's 40 and 50-year-olds fighting off fucking 22-year-old Russians. And they're kicking ass. So a little bit of props to Ukraine for the fact that I don't hear any bitching. All I see is work being done. Okay?
That is the most Christian take on the Ukrainian war.
Yeah, those are hard motherfuckers.
But they're hard-working guys.
Salt miners and shit that are like, what are you doing? They're like, I'm smoking 2 packs a day because I'm going to fucking die trying to save this country. That's what we need, is
we need more... This is it, okay? The Ukrainian army smokes, the Russian army vapes.
They're sucking robot cocks.
And
there's nothing wrong with being gay, but sucking a robot cock is not okay.
Sucking dick is like not even top 10 gay things you can do. I'm not even joking. Going out to brunch? Gay.
We do it all the time.
Yeah, I know. But, you know.
It's so gay.
When you get new clothes and you look at yourself in the mirror and you give it a little turn? Gay.
Checking your fingernails for dirt? Gay.
Yeah, how do you do it? How do you look at your fingernails? Yeah, gay.
No, that's 100%. The gay way.
No, this is the gay way.
This is
straight. This is gay.
And we've learned something about Josh.
You look at your nails the gay way.
I'm always done like this. It's not gay, dude. I swear. Just bro talk on the
Just bro talk. I'm actually straight, so whatever I have sex with is a girl. That's how it works.
You're fucked. You seriously don't think so, though? You haven't seen that with fucking Ukraine?
No, I agree.
They're just working. They're just putting in hours trying to save the country.
Punching a clock.
Punching a fucking army clock.
Yeah, it's probably really old, and it goes ka-chunk.
I don't think it does. I don't think there's a clock. I think
it's not like...
existing.
What was the fucking Looney Tunes? Was it Looney Tunes? With a sheepdog and the wolf?
Yeah, Wile E. Coyote and...
No, not Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Not them. It was the dog. It was a morning, Frank. Remember that one? It was a sheepdog that was protecting the sheep.
And Wile E. Coyote.
It wasn't Wile E. Coyote.
He's trying to steal sheep, bro.
Did Wile E. Coyote have 2 fucking bits?
Yeah, the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, and then...
Sheepdog.
And then there's the sheepdog and Wile E. Coyote. Told you.
It was Ralph Wolf, but he looks exactly like Wile E. Coyote.
Let me see him. Oh, yeah, and Sam. Yeah.
Morning, Sam. Morning, Ralph.
Sam.
And they punch in, and then they
Yeah.
That is a good bit.
It is. Morning, Sam. Morning, Ralph.
It's funny.
They punch in on separate clocks, and they're like, "See you out there." And they all go.
And then they fuck with each other.
Did you
and then
hear
at the end, they punch out.
Speaking of stupid shit, that's just emotions. Like, did you hear we ended that war with the most bullshit?
Oh, is this the one about the island where we would leave whiskey?
God damn it! Why'd we end that war?
Was it the Danes?
Yes, with the Danish.
And they would leave us schnapps and we would leave them whiskey?
They leave us schnapps, we leave them whiskey, and we've been doing this for 40 years. We just stop. It's not a legitimate war. We just stop by the island, pick up the bottle, swap the flag, and drop it. It's like on a part of our fucking tour of like going through the Arctic or whatever.
Yep.
You know why? Fuck you, Trudeau. You know why? You know why? No, honestly, why would you do that? And fuck the Danish Prime Minister, whoever he is.
Yeah.
Fuck both of you. That's rude. You took that away from me. I wanted to go on that one. One time.
Now you can't.
Now I can't. You know why they did it? They were like, we're going to do it. Literally, the PR statement was, we're stopping this war because we want to show Russia that peace is possible between two nations. It's like, peace is what? We used to dock side by side and get drunk, drinking the schnapps and rye, you fucking morons. What do you think we were doing with it? You think we were at war with the Danes? No fucking way, dude. We'd pick up the bottle and then look over at the telescope and be like, I got you. And they'd be like, ha ha ha, funny Canadians. And then fucking we just get drunk and celebrate and talk over fucking radio. Like, well, you never been on a fucking Navy ship, asshole?
I don't think most people haven't been on a Navy ship.
Anyway,
I
point
can
being...
assume what happens on there.
I don't want to hear it.
It does involve schnapps, though. Schnapps, yeah, drinking schnapps also on the top 10 gay things to do.
The whole nation of Denmark.
All of them. Yeah, have you seen them, the way they ride bikes? Come on.
What a beautiful country, though, actually.
Yeah, I know, it looks really good. A lot of islands.
It's just beautiful, and they allow for all this crazy architecture. They have wonderful architecture in Denmark.
Yeah. I admire the Danish.
I do, too.
Plus, they invented that donut. That goes crazy.
What donut?
Come on. Think.
What donut?
What kind of donut would the Danish invent?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. The eclair.
No, the Boston cream, you idiot.
The Boston cream, you fucking moron.
I will say it, though. Boston cream, worst donut.
Are you fucking... I've talked about Boston creams on this podcast.
Have you really?
Yeah, I love... Well, actually...
I don't like a Tim Hortons Boston cream. I'll tell you that.
I don't like Tim Hortons anything. Fuck Tim Hortons.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Tim Hortons' wife sold us out to a fucking American company.
Yeah,
now it's
Burger
Wendy's
King.
and Burger King.
Yeah.
Yeah, you unpatriotic little bitch.
I swear to God, I got a nice coffee from there like a month ago. Last time I went, period.
Terrible.
I don't think there was coffee in it.
No,
I think it was
cream
hot
and
water
sugar.
and cream.
Yeah,
and I was
sugar.
like, this is
It's
awful. I had to
gross.
throw it out in front of a homeless person, too. He looked really sad about it.
Well, you should have just given it to him and been like, here's a little bit of fat. And
I
some water.
could not bring myself to give that to someone who was
so
starving.
bad?
Because it was so bad.
Oh, damn.
I know. Because I'm a nice guy.
You know what's bad, actually? I actually gave away, when we were in Toronto,
Oh my God, the cigarettes.
they were terrible pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, it
remember?
smelled like smoking mulch.
Yeah, like it was horrible.
And it was the only pack of cigarettes we
I bought a
had.
Belmont. No, we bought ones on the way. We bought new ones on the way. They were terrible. Pack of Belmonts, or De Maurier. But they've been sitting there for months, obviously, because
Yes.
she only had a pot. I smoked Belmonts, and they only had a pack of De Maurier Distinct, and they tasted like onion.
Yeah, they did.
They did. We had one each, and we were like, these are fucking horrible.
Yeah, they just gone off.
I gave a whole pack to this homeless lady, and then I was like, she's like, can I bum a smoke? And I was like, you can have this entire pack.
It tastes like onions.
But I was like, they're shit, and they taste like onions. And I gave her 2 cigarettes from my fresh Belmont pack. It was like, also take these. Because, like, those are actually bad. You're not going to like them. I was like, you can sell them to other homeless people and get better cigarettes because those are terrible. And
Yeah,
she
they're
was
brutal.
like, okay, I'll take them. And I was like, cool, here you go.
I mean, it's probably better than like having a nick fit, but
Yeah, fair enough.
Jesus, those were bad. And it was
bad.
like, you know when cigarettes are so dry that they just start pulling on themselves?
Oh,
Where they're so dry that you don't even need to inhale.
and
They
it's
just like
burning in. And you're like,
It's like, no, they put chemicals in these to stop this
to
from
stop
happening.
that.
What's wrong?
Brutal.
It'll make you want to quit smoking. It won't, though.
No, it won't.
Notice how in the New Year's resolutions, quit drinking and quit smoking were not mentioned. It was get it under control.
Yeah, just lighten it up. Don't
Just
we're
lighten-
not
yeah.
quitting. I got 2 packs of Marlboros
Yeah?
from Jamaica.
I just bought a carton of cigarettes online.
Why?
Because I want to try them out.
Chinese clove ones?
No.
We should
No,
get
Canadian ones.
them. Okay, what are they?
Called Rolled Gold.
Where are they from?
Don't know.
Where'd you order them from?
It was a website. I'll tell you later. I don't want to put it on here. But it was $60 for a carton.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Are
It's
they res?
probably.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, there's some res smokes that are pretty good.
Yeah, like
DK full flavor.
I know. I used to think that, but then the more I smoke brand cigarettes, the more I'm like, it is disgusting.
Yeah.
I used to smoke DK mediums, like for a long time. I smoked DK mediums.
Yeah, that's the only
but I
cigarettes that
can't.
have ever given me a cough.
That's the thing. Like I've smoked. Like I want to be clear. I'm sorry, Dad.
I've been smoking a while.
I've been smoking for like over 10 years, and DK mediums I smoked for like 6 months, and it was the weirdest thing. Like I every day would wake up and be like.
You coughing shit up.
Yeah, and like hacking up shit. And then I stopped smoking DK mediums, went back to Belmonts, which are notoriously light and like very clean cigarette.
Also on the top 10 gay things you can do is smoke Belmonts.
Kind of. But anyway, I went back to smoking Belmonts, and my cough went away.
Yeah.
And I don't cough in the morning.
Yeah. Cigarettes don't give you cancer. Putters do.
Putters do. Putters give
Putters
you cancer.
do. What's the other one? Elites?
Oh!
Elites? I smoked 2 cartons of Elites.
My aunt and uncle have been smoking Elites. Brutal.
Yeah.
And they're like, you want one? I'm like, no. Do you want a Belmont? Do you want a real Belmont instead of a red one? Oh, they're just bad. Like, it's bad for you. I swear.
Discounts? You ever see discounts?
What's discount?
It's like every letter is lowercase except for the C. You get discount blues, you get discount reds. And they are awful. They smell like bleach when you smoke them.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
Because there's certain cigarettes, and I'm like 90% sure this is true, they use reclaimed tobacco.
Oh, so the sweepings off the floor.
Well, not sweepings. It's the tobacco that they've extracted nicotine from to make like Zins and vape juices and stuff.
Oh.
So it is heavily chemically processed. More than like a cigarette normally is.
That's brutal.
I do like, though, if you're ever in the States, pick up an American Spirit from the States.
American Spirit? Okay, so I used to smoke American Spirits consistently. That was my second cigarette. I started with the Morey Signature. Mm-hmm. It's my like, stepdad.
I love smoking.
Yeah.
God, this conversation.
I know, it's great.
It's
so
because it's been an hour and a half since we've had a cigarette.
Yeah. I started with the Morey Signature, and I Loblaws used to sell. Sorry. Loblaws used to sell Marlboros and American Spirit yellows. So I would go back and forth between Marlboro and American Spirit. Dude, I'm telling you right now, when I ran consistently, before I was in the Navy, I used to run. Like, I've always liked running. And I would run consistently. And when I ran, I smoked American Spirit while I was in that stage of my life where I was running all the time. Barely affected. I would say it didn't affect me.
Yeah.
I was young, so my lungs were good, but like I was consistently improving my per kilometer time.
Yeah.
And still smoking like consistently, but I was smoking American
Spirits are great.
They're clean as fuck.
I know.
Clean.
I love them.
You can just smoke them all
I
day.
could snap the filter off. I love them so much.
Like those Camels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, brutal.
We got to stop doing that.
Yeah, no more talking about that.
No more talking about that.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah, what's the question?
What do you think if you could change one substantial aspect to our world, what would you change? Are you gonna
Yeah, well, give me a second.
Can you drink the fuck up? I have a big gulp there.
No, I'm fine. It's like 2 days after New Year's Eve, man.
Yeah, I didn't get to drink on New Year's Eve.
I did. If I could change, could I be exempt from this rule? Mm-hmm. Lying. People can't lie anymore.
No, because then if you're exempt, I would just...
Yeah, but everyone would treat
horrible things.
Yeah, because everyone would treat what I was saying as true.
As truth.
Because they're like, he can't lie.
It'd be like The Invention of Lying with Ricky Gervais. You ever seen that movie?
No.
There's a movie about this, and
about this exact thing.
Yes, no one knows how to lie, and one day Ricky Gervais
just figures it out.
Huh? And he walks up to a girl. He's like, she's like a rocket, and he's like, if we don't have sex, then the world is gonna come to an end. And she's like, oh my god. Get in here. And she pulls him up to this room like, can we go to your house? Do we have time? Do we need to do it right here? He's like, we can go to my house. And he gets there and he's like, like, do you want to have a chat? And she's like, no, we need to save the world. And he's like, yeah, but like, can we just chat first? I'd like to get to know you a bit. And then she's like, no, we're trying to save the world. Come in, get in here. And he's like, oh, look at that. Oh, we don't have to have sex. It's okay. It's fine. It's just too creepy for me. I mean, like, it's just done. We're good. The world is saved. And she's like, thank God. And then, like, that's the end of the scene. You're like, that's exactly what would happen.
That would happen so much.
Yeah.
I would get away with so much shit. I would just walk into banks and be like, the government told me I need to take it all.
And they'd be like, here you go.
And you go, here you go. The government said.
He does that. He goes into the bank and she's like, it says that you have no more money left in your account. And he's like, oh, that's weird. I have $20,000 left. And she's like, must be a clerical error. And just hands him 20 grand. It's like, yep.
Yeah, that's what I do. What would you do if you could change one thing about the world?
I would want a functional board, a functional global input board that worked towards the betterment of humanity.
The United Nations?
No, because they're not functional.
You just want the United Nations to work.
I want it to be that you can actually be like, hey, we need to focus on like reducing carbon emissions from industrial production, like manufacturing, and then be like, okay, and like every country in the world just donates millions of dollars and is like, yeah, we're gonna fix that, and they just fix it.
What I want is a me from every other country, and then myself, and then we all sit in a room,
and we
because
decide
we're all
what
so
happens.
smart and we're
Decide
all
what
so
happens
level-headed
for the whole world.
that we decide all of it. I want a reasonable doubt council from every country, a me and a you from every country in the world, and then once a year we have a summit on that island, and then we all just
on an island. Okay, so we get together. Here's what would happen. I want to be clear, folks.
First thing, activities. So there'd be snacks.
No. You got to start with the meeting. Get that out of the way,
and then the activities happen later.
You got to start with a meeting about global politics
Serious
and
meeting.
economics. Serious. You're like, hey, get our shit. Everyone gets together, all the Joshes and Christians of the world, like Rick and Morty. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like,
and then we all sit down.
We get everything together, we line it up, contact all these people, everything's set in motion. Then, all the Josh and Christians just fucking
hash it out.
Start with snacks. Then we get into the snacks.
Yeah. I'm
caviar.
thinking
I would like
caviar. I would like cheese and nice crackers.
Wonderful cheese. Great crackers.
Like great cheeses. Like a nice Gouda.
Yeah. You know what I would like to see? I would like to see a balsamic cheddar.
I love balsamic infused cheese.
Me too.
I love that. And I want like a really old cheddar. Something that crumbles, it doesn't pull.
And when you get the crystals inside.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I want one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, you're more of the sweets guy, so we can have like a fondue setup for you.
I wouldn't want it. If I was indulging, the sweets are more of like an impoverished indulgement.
Okay.
Right?
I want croissants.
I would love good croissants.
And scones.
And I like scones.
Yeah. I would like that. And
I want the room to be sconce lit.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I want butlered hors d'oeuvres. I want salmon puffs.
Oh, wonderful.
I want like...
what are the little things? Piggy in a blanket.
I want a pig in a blanket. I want those. And then I want butlered champagne.
Yes. Yeah.
And then...
Eggy in a basket? Oh, no. We'll have that tomorrow.
What, like a toad in a hole?
Yeah.
Like yeah. Okay. And then, that's tomorrow. And then everyone has 2 glasses of champagne. And then some guy, one of the Joshua Christians finds out how to turn the music up.
Yeah, there we go. And we start partying.
Yeah, and then it's like...
Yeah. And you have submarines coming over from Colombia. Yeah.
No women.
No women.
Not a single woman involved.
Yeah.
They can be like observers during the meeting.
But not after. They have
but
to
the
leave.
Party, this is guy
all
time.
The Josh and Christian fiancés can all have their own party. They would have a blast.
They would have a blast. They'd be fine.
They'd be fine.
But then it's just guy time. And we're just doing guy shit. There's going to be like ATVs.
Oh, yeah. ATVs, dirt bikes inside.
Smoking inside.
Smoking inside. Cigars. Holy fuck.
Oh, my God.
Dude, can you imagine?
There's like a batting cage in there.
Oh, batting cage, bowling alley,
Yeah.
pool tables, darts. Fucking darts with darts in her mouth. Yes.
Why isn't this? We gotta fund this.
Dude, we could set up a party. Like, we could actually,
we just pick 2 guys from every country that we feel.
Go fund me that shit.
Yeah, and then we just do interviews over like Skype or something of which 2 guys in every country in the world think they're the most like us.
Yeah.
And we'll find them. We'll know.
Yeah, we could do.
And then I'll just be hanging out with like Turkish Christian.
Can you imagine pooling in for a big global summit?
Where it's
A global summit?
A global summit of the Josh and Christians of the world.
Dude, that would be amazing.
I feel like we think this and we'd be there for 20 minutes and be like, holy fuck, these guys suck.
You're like, goddamn, they're way too much like us. We are gonna die here.
It's just 480 guys talking over each other. All talking about this podcast they have.
Dude, can you imagine?
The networking?
Dude, I would I would want a pina colada bar.
Yeah, Tiki Bar is a must.
Tiki bar is a must. I want to be able to get
We could
pina
pull this
colada in the coconut.
with the... I want the glass that looks like a tiki carving.
Oh,
You know the
yeah,
one?
the jug. It's like a mug.
It's like a stein, but
Yeah.
for pina coladas.
Yeah.
I like this idea.
I'm on board. I'll look into doing a GoFundMe for this.
Yeah, and then we just steal all the money.
And just don't have like fire festival.
Yeah, exactly. We could have the Reasonable Doubt Festival. I could see this happening.
We can make it happen.
We could make it happen. All right.
Are we done?
I think we're done. I just want to say a thank you to everyone who has been listening this whole time. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate the engaged listenership.
Thank you for 100 episodes.
Thank you for letting us do this for 100 episodes.
Yeah.
It means a lot to us. This is
does.
our baby. I think about it every week.
I do.
I think about it all the time. It brings me immense joy.
Cheers.
Cheers. So thank you for
Cheers
letting
to
us
you.
do this. And take that.
Yeah, mine's a little emptier.
And take that with a reasonable doubt.
Thank you very much.
As always, we have been your hosts, Eric Seagriff.
And Chicka J Money.
I love you. Good night.
Stay reasonable.
Keep doubting.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious, goofy, goober, silly boys podcast, that is a good place to find yourself.